Hi everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hello. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate your continued support and your loyalty to my channel. I am here today with the first update video for the first quarter panel of my Josephine Wall Spirit of Winter. Yep, guys, you're gonna get to see some of it finished. So I have it covered. It is underneath here because I want to do a big unveiling of it. I have completed, I think, 8 sections thus far. Now, I started this project, buying it was to challenge myself. If you are unfamiliar with Josephine Wall artwork, she is known for high color count, super confetti heavy kits. This kit is 200 colors. You can go back and watch all the videos leading up to this one. I have a playlist below that has the unboxing, the kit up, or the canvas prep, and the kit up. And then this will be in there as well. I will try and remember to link it down below so that you can just go and click on that link and go watch it if you wish, from start to finish and see how it comes along. Matter of fact, if you haven't seen the prior videos, why don't you pause this, go back, watch those to lead up to this moment. I am loving this kit, guys. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. I am so excited to share it with you. I wanted to challenge myself by doing a high color count, high super confetti kit. So without further ado, I present to you quarter panel 1 of Spirit of Winter. This kit is a massive 100 centimeters by 125 centimeters. How I am working on it to make it fit is I have rolled up the part that I'm not working on right now, and I have it secured with these clips that I bought off of Amazon. I removed the plastic cover because it has a dual-sided, like there's 2 plastic covers on this. I've done that, worked with that with a bigger kit before. They overlap, they get stuck on each other. It becomes a disaster. So I removed them and I put release papers all over the quarter that I am doing first. I am participating in the Josephine Wall event being held by the Crafty Diamond and Kimba's Crafts. It started April 1st and will run through May 17th. At first, I did this. I made a grid. There are 24 sections in this quarter. And I had different members of my diamond tribe picking sections for me to do. And so I was jumping all over the place. I started with Kristen, then it was Shell, then it was Melissa, then it was Lucretia, then it was Sue. And then I stopped. I didn't go and do Michelle, Liz, Wendy, and Sherry simply because it's so difficult to manage that every time I have to move it around, it's like a 30-minute ordeal. I didn't want to have to do that each time. So I said, screw it, and I just started doing sections. So the very first section I did was all the way up here. And this is part of her neck. So this here is part of her neck. This is the snowflake lace that she has on her. I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see. Guys, there is 87 color changes in this quarter, in this section. 87 different colors in this section. It's awesome. Then I came down and we did a border piece down here and this quarter. And then we moved and I did these, and then I just started going by myself. This so far has been the most confetti heavy piece. Here you can start to see, I'm going to put up a picture right here so you can reference. But this here is where the tops of the houses that are in the bottom of the image are. So you've got the lights in the windows that you can see. You've got the chimneys. And then this is street level. And there's a street lamp here. there is foliage. Hold on, let me move this. There's foliage down here that is starting to appear. When you stand further away, you can see it and it's outlined a lot better. And then down here, this is going to be part of where there's snow, because underneath these guys is a horse-drawn sleigh. So I can't wait to get to that part. But it is so coming across. Here we've got the beginning of the rooftops with the snow hanging on them. And I love how you can actually see the details, see what it is, see it coming to life. It is absolutely breathtaking. My biggest challenge with this kit, and I'm going to sit back down here for a minute. I've been standing up so I could show that to you, but the back is starting to hurt. The biggest challenge has been manipulating the canvas, getting the canvas to a place where I can work on it. I did make a purchase yesterday of what is called the Diamond Painting Keeper from Bella. I'll have that linked below so you can go and check out what that is. And I do have a referral code. If you are a first-time buyer, you can get 10% off, but save it for a big order, guys. Don't use it just for a $14.99 order. That would be a waste. That is going to hold this part being wrapped up. So I'm hoping that those will help and make it a little more manageable for me to be working on it at my art desk. But that's one of the reasons why I divided it up into quarters. So I'm only working a quarter at a time. I did 3 sections this week. I had done 4 sections prior, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So I'd done 4 the week before, and I did 3 this week since April 1st. I also did this little strip here. My release papers didn't cover the whole thing, and I didn't want them... I was using my half ones, but they wouldn't stick. There wasn't enough sticky, so I went ahead and just did that and diamond painted that part so that I didn't have exposed glue. Let me grab a sip real quick, guys. Okay, sorry. The symbols have not been difficult at all. There are 2, and let me grab them real quick. There's one, and then the other one I know is over here. The only issue I'm having is with 2 different symbols, and you'll see why in a second. Let me zoom in. These 2 symbols are causing me great difficulty because they are so similar. They are actually similar in shade. This is a very, like a darkish light gray, and then this is a light blue. And on the canvas, they kind of blend in together. So I do have to be very careful when I'm looking at these to figure out which one it is. Does it have the little handle for the teacup, or is it just round all the way around? But so far, that is the only symbols that have caused me any issue at all. I am using 2 storage container. Oh, let me zoom back out. Sorry. I am using 2 storage containers of storage towers that are meant for ink pads for like stamping to hold my DAC trays. They can be seen in my kit up video. You can see a picture of what they look like, and there is a link to where I purchased them from. They hold 60 DAC trays. They both hold 60 each, so 120 colors are in there. They also hold Yellow Dog Designs trays. They hold Bella trays, Creations by LEP trays, a few other tray companies. They do not hold Firefly trays. They are not deep enough. Firefly trays are super thick and tall, and they do not fit Firefly trays, just as an FYI. But then I have 4 full Max Tray towers from Bella Art de Nicole that are holding 19 colors. One of them is empty. And then I have 14 Wonder Trays that are holding 6 each for the other, I think it's 70. Well, what's 6 times 14? 24, carry the 2. 6, 7, 8, 84 colors. So that is how I have the 200 colors being kitted up. I have already developed muscle memory that I know where the trays are. And how I work it is that the max trays are holding the colors that there are the most of. So they are also the colors that when I open a section, the most of are there. Now, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to open one of the sections to show you what I am talking about. So let's go and just open this one so you can see. I'm going to bring you down. This is what a section of a Josephine wall looks like. This canvas is from the one with the diamond art. They do not use white symbols. They use yellow, and I am so grateful for it. It makes them pop. It makes them stand out more. It makes it so much easier to see. So when I open a section, because there is all this yellow, the first thing I do is all the yellow symbols. I do all of the yellow symbols first. 90% of them are in max trays because they are the most used symbol in the whole kit. I have learned which symbols are in max trays, which symbols are in the Diamond Art Club trays, and which symbols are in the Wonder trays. I have done this enough now to realize that and to know that and have the muscle memory. And I have a general idea of which tower, because I'm using 2 from DAC, they're in, and go from there. There are a few times where I am wrong and I think, oh, well, that's not on there, but then I can't find it elsewhere. So in the Wonder tray, so I go back and, oh, there it is. I missed it. So it happens. Not a big deal. Guys, if I was working on this out of bottles and having to pour out and look through 200 jars on the top, yeah, that wasn't going to happen. This project would be tabled, never doing it again. Goodbye. Kitting this up into trays has been a godsend. Absolute godsend. So I open a section and like I said, I go and the first symbol that jumps off to me, which is a yellow symbol, is this envelope. And then I go through and do all of the envelope, etc., etc. So that is how I have been working this kit. I'm going to go ahead and put that back down. There we go. The amount of detail that is in this kit and the fact that it is coming off and I can see it is just absolutely amazing. It is so, so amazing. The drills have been wonderful. 310 is a little trashy, but then we know 310 is always a little trashy. But guys, 7 big sections. That's it. That's all I have for trash right now. That's it. I used this jar because I figured there would be a lot with the amount of drills that are on this canvas, but no, that's it. That's it. That's all. So I've been highly impressed with that. The symbols are clear and easy to read, minus those 2, and that's because they are so similar. Fortunately, they're usually not too close together in the canvas, so it's a little easier to make them out. It became a joke with the Diamond Tribe while I was working on this during a Zoom that for some reason my eyes gloss over capital A's. I would pick and do the symbol of capital A and I might have to pull that tray out 8 times because I kept finding more that I missed. A lot of people might think, and I have actually considered this, a lot of people might think that 5x4 sections are a bit much. And they might be, even for me. I have considered, here, let me pull this off again. I just want to also point out, these are from Bee's Crafty Corner. You've seen me take this off and put it back on twice now, and it's perfectly flat. It's not curling up at all. It's perfectly laying and staying flat. These release papers are amazing, and I love them. I have considered, though, of pulling up my release papers and then like putting it there, making it half a section, working it, and then pulling it up and working another half a section. simply because of how many symbols there are in there, to cut down on the amount of times that my eyes gloss over a symbol and I have to go back and grab the tray and do it again. The fortunate part, like I said, is that with working out of trays, I can do that. I can just go grab the tray, put the, you know, boop, put it away. Oh, I found another one. Grab it, boop, put it away. I'm not dumping drills, putting them back. Dumping drills, putting them back. That would be such a waste of time. The biggest thing that I've noticed on working the confetti in this kit versus working the confetti in other kits is these sections are taking me much longer. I average on a standard confetti kit up until this point about 3 to 4 hours depending. These are taking me more like 5 hours. Now, I was able to work some of the sides in a lesser time, in back to closer to my 3 hour, but then the edges are, hang on, let me slide this down a little bit. They are 4x4 sections is what I have on the edges to fit. I started on this side where I was making the division between the bottom left and the bottom right. So that's why the 5x4s start here and go this way. And then I could have put 5x4s and just had it hung over, but I had 4x4s, so I just did that instead. And as you can see, there is a little piece of it. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. That's too much. Zoomed in too much. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's better. You can see where some of that release paper is actually over the washi. So it's not fully a 4x4, but it's close enough. So guys, that is going to be it for this video. I expect to put up another update video probably in 2 weeks. Like I said, my goal is to get this section, this quarter panel, finished by May 17th. I have given myself till December 1st to complete this kit as a whole. We'll see where I get to. Obviously, if I do finish this quarter panel prior to the end of the Josephine wall event, I am going to set up the next section, which will be the bottom right. I'm doing the bottom half of the painting first, and I will get started on that, and that'll make me just that more ahead of the game. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying watching this come alive, seeing there's a tree, see the tree here, no leaves on it because they've, you know, it's winter time. The lamppost, the roofs of the buildings with their windows, and then, of course, up top, hang on, let me pull this up, you know, the start of her neck and her lace head covering that she has on. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button if you like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions of ways you do things that might save me some time, ways that you deal with a super large canvas that you have to roll up, whatever you might want to say. Let me know what you think about the progress of this video. If you made it all the way to the end, let's leave a snowflake emoji. I realize that it is now April, but we're doing the spirit of winter, guys. So leave me a snowflake emoji. And always remember that kindness is free, and so is subscribing to my channel. If you go and hit that subscribe button, it costs you nothing, and then you can hit the bell to be notified of when I put up new videos like this one. Until next time, guys, always never forget that without the darkness, we'd never get to see the stars. I'll see you soon, all. Love ya. Bye.